Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and I find myself at a crossroads, a dilemma of sorts tonight, because I don't know right now whether I should want to scream or laugh. As some of you are already inferring, yes, this is another responsive vlog, not a channel update. This time, I must address another contention with the YouTube powers that be, this time centered around my recent mod spotlights, the Sweet Shack video. It was a quick little bite-sized Fallout New Vegas mod spotlights, check it out, but you won't be making me any money by doing so, you'll only be checking out a pretty cool mod. The reason I say you won't be making me any money by doing so is because for the 5th time in the last 4 days, I've been required to once more provide upfront proof of commercial use rights to a video that is editorial in nature. YouTube, of course, is relying on their weak-kneed, cowardly approach to all things copyright, and does not regard fair use as adequate proof of commercial use rights to an editorial piece of video content. And I could begrudgingly accept that, because, as I've stated before, YouTube is a private entity, not a governmental one. This is not censorship, this is simply them being difficult, annoying, and overbearing, but at the end of the day, it is their right to tell me no when it comes to monetization. However, they this is where the laughing comes in. I'm gonna alternate throughout this entire vlog, I promise you now, between the laughing and the screaming, because I can't figure out which one I should be doing. Back on task. I was issued, as usual, an email regarding why I could not continue to monetize, or monetize at all, because I was never given the upfront opportunity. That particular video explaining that, again, fair use was not adequate proof for commercial use. However, the bottom of this email is what really caught my attention. Allow me to read for you now precisely what sets me off more about this contention than any I have yet had to deal with YouTube. Let's see. If you would like to monetize videos that contain third-party content you have permission to use commercially, please refer to our monetization FAQs. Regarding the audio, your use of the royalty-free music from Incompetech.com, Kevin MacLeod's awesome work, by the way, does not appear to comply with the website's attribution requirements. Please refer to the requirements here. Insert website URL here. Reply to this email when you have made the appropriate changes to your submission. Thank you, sincerely, the YouTube team. So essentially, they're calling me a liar. They're also calling me illiterate. Allow me to read to you my response to them. Again, I believe in operating in the open. I have never signed any manner of non-disclosure agreement with YouTube, so I am in every way entitled to share whatever manner of business dealings I hold with them, with whomever I should please. In this case, that is you, my audience. Because in some cases, some, mind you, some, I do believe in naming and shaming because it's the only way that things get done sometimes, especially regarding corporate entities. Now then, my response to this: I understand that YouTube's administrators are too intimidated by major companies to acknowledge basic copyright law, and I've given up on lecturing them regarding the legality of editorial fair use. However, I must be blunt in my reply regarding this line in your email. Again, I cite what I read before. Regarding the audio, your use of royalty-free music from Incompetech.com does not appear to comply with the website's attribution requirements. Please refer to the requirements here. Insert URL. Excuse me? Yes, I do comply with Mr. MacLeod's attribution requirements. I comply to them exactly as stated in the very page that you linked me to. I quote from that page. Can I use your music in my YouTube videos? By the way, the page listed is Kevin MacLeod's FAQ page on Incompetech.com. Almost everything that I know of, I only add almost as a caveat just to CYA, that Kevin MacLeod makes is royalty-free. He only asks for attribution, that you include it in the credits of whatever video you include his work from, or that you buy a non-attribution license from him. Amazing work. Damn near charity as far as I am concerned. But back on task. one of the frequently asked questions. Can I use your music in my YouTube videos? I don't want to make any money. The answer, anyone can use any of my music in any project, with a little star by it. Question 2, I want to put ads on my videos on YouTube. Can I use your music for that? Again, the answer, anyone can use any of my music in any project, with a little star. The star signifies you do not need to attribute correctly if you are using the Creative Commons license, or pay for the non-attribution license if you choose that one. How do I place the credits for this music in my project? The quick way looks like this. Insert title, Kevin MacLeod, or MacLeod, depending upon how you pronounce his name. I believe it's MacLeod. And then, in parentheses, Incompetech.com. Those of you who have watched a fair amount of my videos know that is exactly what my audio credits roll looks like at the end of every single video I have ever produced, save for maybe the first 1 or 2, or those that don't involve any amount of audio. See this point in my video for that exact manner of attribution. Insert a URL linked meant for them, leading to the exact second in the video in question at which my audio credits roll. Your response is thus patently false, demonstrating either a total disregard for how attribution licenses work, or a total lack of understanding thereof. This is unacceptable. I can begrudgingly stomach YouTube and Google's weak-kneed approach to copyright claims, but do not lie to me! It is professionally, technically, and personally unacceptable. So, that was my response to this utter travesty. This illustration of illiteracy on the part of YouTube employees. Because, bear in mind, everyone, the FAQ page that I was linked to, I did not send them. I never included that link in my emails justifying my commercial use rights to an editorial video regarding a piece of video game software. The video game, of course, in question being Fallout New Vegas. This is editorial material. This is covering user-generated content. It gets no more clear-cut than that. So because I did not send them that link, and because to my knowledge, AIs are not advanced enough to not only recognize the content of an email, recognize that there is an outward bound URL embedded into it, search through that URL, and then find relevant information, this means that a real live person, not a bot for once, this is not me complaining about a bot for once, and that infuriates me all the more. I regret ever wishing that I would finally get to deal with a real person at YouTube. Because this is the goddamn result! This is a real person who received my email, looked at it, saw, oh, there is music from Incompetech.com listed as being part of this video. Okay, let's go check out that website. Let's look at what attribution license means. Oh, well, aliens, because I don't understand it, I don't think you're using it right. That's what this means. This is a real live person, not a bot, who read what that attribution license page is, linked it to me, and didn't realize that they were proving my own point with it. Like I said, my God, I feel bipolar right now. I'm infuriated. But at the same time, I want to laugh at how imbecilic this person is. I hope you see this. Clearly you monitor my channel, whomever you are. I hope you see this. I hope your professors see this, if you ever had any of those. I hope your kindergarten teacher sees this and recognizes that she failed you, or he failed you. Because clearly you can't read! You are illiterate! You do not understand what words mean, what laws mean, and what work means. This is unacceptable, YouTube. Absolutely unacceptable. I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I don't know what changes, if any, this is going to spur in the way that I approach my business with this channel. But goddamn, just wow. I really, really sincerely hope that a major contender against YouTube surfaces in the next few years, someone with half a straight head on their shoulders, someone who actually recognizes the people who make them money, the small channels like us, the thousands, if not millions of us, that bring them in the billions and billions of dollars they make every year, and actually recognizes them as real, working, legitimate people. If that happens, my God, YouTube, or Google, I suppose I should really say, because you're the umbrella corporation here. You're finished. The YouTube side of your business is done. As soon as another major contender shows up, there isn't one now. There's a major call for one, so you better recognize supply and demand. There is massive demand. Someone will supply, especially if this shit doesn't change, and fast, in a hurry. That's all I gotta say about this, guys. I'm sorry for being so negative. I know so many of my vlogs are. They're always negative in response to negativity. I don't like to be this guy. I really don't. I just want to do my job. I feel like I just quoted Total Biscuit. I believe I just did, maybe word for word. I saw a similar video to this from him several months back, and I find myself echoing his sentiments. I just want to do my job. I don't want to have to deal with bullshit like this. I don't want to have to deal with liars and morons and the illiterate. This is a technical field. How can simple problems like this throw such a massive wrench into this? That's a video that is one of the most popular I've uploaded all week. Given, compared to most YouTubers, it's got meager view counts. But for this channel, significant. And now I can't monetize it. Ever. Obviously, I'm never going to get written permission from Bethesda like they want to monetize that video. So it's never going to make me any money. Ever. And you know what? I would have been okay with that. Like I said, I could begrudgingly accept that. Because it's their right. They're a private entity. They're a private corporation of whom I am but a lowly peon, begging for scraps and alms. But then, that person sitting at that desk had to go and add that little caveat at the end. And that just set off my stupid radar. To the point that I had to conduct a vlog about it. And there are people sleeping in this house right now. I'm sure I woke them up. I'll have to apologize in the morning. But I contemplated saving this for tomorrow, but I would force my reactions. I would have already slept on it. I'd have already calmed down. I'd have only been mildly irritated. And some of you, I know, those of you who also subscribe to Angry Joe, you guys enjoy the more raw, visceral responses to things like this. So, here's my my video catering to you lot. Plus, it is, pardon me, slightly cathartic to let out all the rage. I've been in an absolutely abysmal mood for the last couple of hours as I've been mulling over this, processing the information. Like, when I first received this email, I was stunned. I had to reread it 3 times. I just stared at it for like 3 straight minutes because I couldn't comprehend the stupid before me. I literally could not. I was sure I was reading it wrong. But after numerous revisions, not revisions, but rereads, I realized I was looking at an illustration of utter illiteracy and stupidity. Thank you all for watching here at Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black. Good gaming and Godspeed, everyone.